I always thought I was pretty good at reading people, but nothing prepared me for the shock of finding that family portrait. It was a lazy afternoon when I decided to surprise him with a home-cooked meal. While rummaging through the kitchen, looking for the good silverware, I stumbled upon a drawer that hadn't been there before. Inside, beneath a pile of old receipts and random junk, lay a photo that made my heart stop. There they were, smiling and carefree, his arms wrapped around a woman who wasn't me, with two kids who looked just like him. My face was nowhere to be found. I confronted him that evening, my heart racing as I tried to keep my voice steady. He laughed nervously, brushing it off as just an old memory, but his eyes betrayed him. They darted around the room, searching for an escape. I demanded the truth, and the words tumbled out of his mouth like a confession. He had a whole other life, a family he never mentioned, a facade built on lies and half-truths. The woman in the picture was his wife, his real wife, and I was nothing more than a side note in his tangled narrative. Anger boiled inside me, and I packed my bags that night, leaving behind the shards of what I thought was our future. But as I drove away, a thought gnawed at me, refusing to let go. I remember the first time we met, how he seemed too good to be true, how his eyes held stories he never shared. Part of me always suspected something was off, but I ignored the signs, blinded by the chemistry we had. I realized I was more in love with the idea of him than the man himself, a revelation that cut deeper than his betrayal. In the weeks that followed, I grappled with the truth, torn between rage and the hollow ache of loss. I reached out to her, the wife in the photo, expecting anger, but instead found a kindred spirit. She had known about me all along, aware of his infidelities but trapped in a web of dependency and fear. In our shared pain, we forged an unlikely bond, realizing we both deserved better than the lies he spun. The twist? It wasn't just about him anymore, it was about reclaiming our lives, rewriting our stories without him.